How long does it take until my manifestation comes? That, of course, is one of the biggest questions. But unfortunately, I have to say, no one can answer that. Even Neville Goddard said that there is an appointed hour for every manifestation because it is highly individual. There is no fixed time. I already do have a video about divine timing, and if we do live in the multiverse, everything already has been created, then my theory is that there is maybe in one timeline that you get your desired manifestation. Today is this 27th of November when I'm recording this. I know it's going to be a lot later for you. And that's one of the days my manifestation could come. But if I'm not in the energy yet that matches that, if that is not my dominant assumption, then it won't come that day. Maybe then there is another timeline where it would come 3 days later, and another one 5 days later, another one 2 weeks later, and so on. So it could be that once we hold the right assumption, the next window for that to come could be a little bit ahead. So that is one theory I have. I do go more in detail into the video of the divine timing. You will find it in the manifesting playlist. But what's even more important is your assumptions, basically. I always tell my clients, it's like those old scales. You have like the no side and the yes side. In the old scales, you usually had like the weights on one side and the product, the goods, on the other. And if you have a negative self-concept, you hold a lot of negative assumptions, like I'm the one who's never been loved, I'm the one who's never been called, then of course that is the dominant energy. If you had a lot of negative experience, or maybe even a really severe experience, then there is a lot of weight on here. And then a little bit of affirming will not do too much. Right? If you're already like here, and to the scale, this is a little bit heavier, then a little bit of affirming can of course tip the scale. This is your new dominant assumption. Then your manifestation can come. By that you can already tell that how long it takes really depends on your self-concept, your concept about other things. I just recorded a video called Feeling It Real or something like that. Do we have to feel it real? You can check that out because I go more into detail about how to speed up your manifestations in order to tip that. I give you several tips on there. Also, you can watch my video, Is This Better Than Flipping Thoughts? Where I'll give you another tip on how to make that shift faster. But the thing is, we have to work on the self-concept, and the more we do, then the closer we get to the tipping point, and then our manifestation can come. So we do have to stay on a mental diet and prevent to constantly put negative stuff on here. We have to stop talking to our friends about what bothers us, and we have to stop thinking about what bothers us. Really, we have to be consistent. We have to, first of all, truly know what we want, have a clear concept, and that is something that many people skip. Please sit down and write down, what would I feel like if I have this manifestation and I already had it for like 2 or 3 years or a month, or a specific time period. In a relationship, I would say like 2 or 3 years. What would it feel like? How would they treat me? What would that look like? Would we live together or not? What is our everyday life in this relationship when we've already been together 2 or 3 years? You need to have a clear goal and then persist and stick with that. And do your technique, whatever your technique is. Affirmations, visualization, daily. You have to do your technique daily in order to put more and more and more weight on the I already have it assumption, and then it can tip. But you can see it is absolutely individual. It really depends on how you grew up. What have you healed already, or haven't you done any shadow work yet? Have you worked on your self-concept? Haven't you worked on your self-concept? Have you been through a lot of negative scenarios in your life, situations, or not that many? It is extremely individual. No one can tell you how long it comes. But I can promise you, as soon as you have a desire, it is meant for you, you can have it, and then all it takes is persistence. The problem is, if you want to manifest something as soon as possible, it often happens if you're very much in this lack mentality, and you're very much focused on, and it's not here, when is it coming, it's not here. And that will keep that heavier and heavier and heavier, because every time you focus on it not being there, that is what you put more weight on. So we have to ignore that. We have to, for example, use the Ho'oponopono, the revision technique, to get stones off here or weights off here. I always see them as stones. And then do our technique to put more on here. Doesn't matter what technique you choose, and eventually the skill will tip, and then that is when it will come. But you can never say, okay, I've been affirming for 3 days or 3 weeks and now it comes. It's not as simple as that. Okay, but I hope this brought you some clarity. Please leave your comments in the description box below. If you need a little bit more help, then you can reach out. Please check my playlist with subliminals and affirmations, because they can help you to make it come faster. They can help you to saturate your subconscious mind and put more and more weight on the yes side to make it tip. So you can check those out. I see you there or in personal coaching. Until then, I wish you all the best. Now, bye-bye. If you want to book your own custom-made affirmation or subliminal, you will find my contact information in the description box below.